Learning intention. I can use a colon to introduce a list and use semicolons within a list. How do you use a colon in a list? This is a colon, it's two dots on top of each other. You can separate the introduction sentence, which needs to be a main clause, from the items in the list using a colon. Look at these examples. Shif was held in the container with many other prisoners: Bini, Jonas, Nabay, Hayat and Idris. The introduction sentence is in purple and the list in green after the colon names the prisoners. The prisoners were only allowed limited items in the container: a blanket, some water, a bucket and a small amount of foul food. Once again, the introduction sentence is in purple and the list in green after the colon names the items. How do you use a semicolon in a list? This is a semicolon. It looks like a dot on top of a comma. Semicolons can be used to separate long phrases or clauses in a list. They show the reader which items within the list are grouped together to make the list clearer. The prisoners only had a few items: a scratchy threadbare blanket, a stout rock-hard roll, watery soup, water out of a dirty mug and a bucket for a toilet. Each semicolon clearly separates the items in the list. For example, it separates the blanket and its description from the roll and its description. Shif shared the container with many prisoners: Bini, who was his friend from home, Jonas, who was an elderly man, Nabay, who had a cut under his eyes, and two younger men called Hayat and Idris. The semicolon clearly separates each person and their description in the list. Today, you will work with your teacher to create lists, using both colons and semicolons to show what Shif and Bini find out about their fellow prisoners.